where we were in the last lecture. Before starting with today's session, I wish to recall the concept we have learned in the last lecture. Yes, can anybody tell me?
Operators.
Yes, operators. Then
Implementation of arithmetic and logical operators.
which one?
Implementation, arithmetic and logical operator.
Yes, arithmetic operators. Any other?
Relational operator.
See, we have started with this chapter with like the overview. Then we have gone through the structure. We have also gone through what is namespace, identifiers. There we need to remember basic rules. So I need to revise those rules again. The identifier or the name of variable or function or let's say array or structure, union or enum. These names will not be start with number. Okay, this is first point. Second, if you when you are going to give any name for the variable or the remaining structures, so space is not allowed between the names. Okay, so if you wish to like make separate first name, if I'm having this as a variable name, first name, and but you don't want the this is a type of variable. So how you can separate? Don't give space, you need to give underscore. That means, see, this is what a single name, variable name, or you can say the name of function, the name you have given for the structures, right? But space, I will remove this underline. Okay, space is not allowed. If you wish to make separate, you can give underscore or this underscore. Okay, and it can be start with yes any capital letters or small letters or any type of special symbols like this way. Okay, but it could not be starts with number. These are the three basic rules for the identifiers. Identifier in the sense when you are going to give name for variable, constant, enum, or any of this operator. Okay, now constant we have seen, enumerators and this type casting and this control structure. Today we are going to look and implement it. In the operators, after operators we have seen basically two parts. One is unary operators and other is binary operators. Then which one is unary and which one is binary? Yes, can anybody tell me? Can you give any example of unary operator?
Increment operator.
Yes, the operator which required only one or minimum one operand. Such operators, we called it as a unary operators. Example is increment or decrement. Okay, so in that case, you are going to work on only one operator. Now, what is binary? Binary in this sense, if you have two operands, that means if you wish to perform some task and there you require to have only two operands. So at that case, we called it as a binary operators. Examples, we have seen arithmetic operators, then relational operators, logical operators are part of binary operators. Okay, we have seen in arithmetic plus minus into division, right? Along with this increment and decrement operator. In relational operator, we have seen the use of less than, greater than, less than equal to, greater than equal to, double equal to. Double equal to, that means we are going to compare left operand with the right operand. Single equal to, that means it is assignment operator. Okay, so you need to remember this difference. Then not equal to. In the logical operand, we have seen and like this way. This is logical and. We have one more, as I will make it here, two vertical lines, logical or, right? And this is not, logical not. Okay, these operators we have seen in the last. Okay, now I'll move to slide for today's contents. Yes, today we are going to look this part, enumerators. If you remember the data types, so it is again divided into three parts. One is basic data types, other are the derived types, and user defined types. So basic types kutle, integer. Okay, I will write it before this. Basic data types. I will write in short: integer, float, character. Okay, then derived data types are nothing but array, pointers, and we have third category as user defined data types. Sorry, here we have the examples of structures, unions, and we have this as enumerator. Shortcut is enum. Okay, I will show you the like a flow chart of this, but for time being, you can remember we have total 3 types of data types in C and C++. So what are those? Basic data types. Basic, why we called it as a basic? Because these are defined by the system. We cannot change here. Let's say I cannot give like this way, IT. I need to give it in INT, and all these are in the small letters. Okay, I cannot change the name of this operator. The data type. Okay, so this we called it as a system defined types or basic types. Here, based on these types are created array. That means if you check here for any type of data type, if you write a variable, it can store at max one value. It may have a different value, but you cannot have like this way. To me, a variable, let's take an example, integer a is equal to, okay, I will write in such a way that it can be countable easily. Okay. See, I cannot give the value for a variable as 100, 10, right? Either I can give the value as 100 or 10 for variable. This is a limitation of this system defined types. It can hold only one value at particular moment. But this, if you go to the array or pointer, it allows me like this way, int a, and this is what a collection, and here it allows me to define, let's say if I wish to hold 5 values for this a variable, here it can allow me to hold maximum 5 values. Okay, it may be anything. Just for an example, I have given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But now this is what it gives me access to store these 5 values for only one variable. This we called it as a derived. It is derived based on this basic data types. Okay, and this is what user defined. If I wish to give any names, any other names instead of the data type, so it allows me, this gives me the facility, user defined types. The examples are structure and union, which we have gone through in the previous year. Now we are going to look for enumerators. Okay, समजलेत का तुम्हाला different types of data type? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, मी आता just overview दिला because this is not actually needed here, but from where this enumerator came. Okay, for this it is required to have you should know this is a kind of one user defined types. When you thinking about user defined types, then question may come into your mind, what are the other data types? So for this reason I have taken this a short review. Basic data types, that means system defined types based on the data types. Derived types, there is some limitations over this basic data types, as it can hold maximum one value at that moment. To overcome this, we are having this array and pointers, which will hold more records as per the user requirement. And if I wish to change the names for that structure, I have this user defined types, and the example is structure, union, and enumerator. See, this enumerator, if you have gone through the basic understanding of structure and union, I will move to now example here. See, I will read this theory first. Enumerator means that all the values are listed. Read it again. Enumerator means all the values are listed. Enumerate करतो म्हणजे काय करतो, मी एक लिस्ट तयार करतो. Point number 1, this is the thing. Point number 2, this is the thing. Point number 3, this is the thing. Okay, ते जे काय points देतो मी 1, 2, 3, these are nothing but enumerated. Or if you check it here, if you check this part, okay, are you looking at the cursor?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now इथे 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, and there is a dash. These are nothing but enumerators. यालाच काय म्हणतात, enumerator. By default it starts with 0. If you wish, you can change the sequence as well. जर तुम्हाला पाहिजे नसेल तर तुम्ही ती sequence change करू शकता. Otherwise, by default, if you place any values, like take example here, I will make highlight with red color and bold at the bottom of this slide. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay, if you wish to, by default, it starts with the value for this Sunday will be 0, Monday will be 1, Tuesday will be 2, Wednesday will be 3, sorry, yes, 3, 4, 5, and 6. It starts with 0. But जर तुम्हाला change करायची असेल sequence, like if I wish to start my week with Wednesday, then Wednesday should appear at the 0. So I can give in that sequence as well. Enumerator मध्ये एक लक्षात काय ठेवायचं की इथे तुमचं आउटपुट काय असणार आहे, इन द फॉर्म ऑफ नंबरची लिस्ट असणार आहे किंवा सिक्वेन्स असणार आहे. जो पार्ट तुम्ही द कन्सेप्ट विच यू हॅव इम्प्लिमेंटेड फॉर युनियन. नाउ व्हॉट इज द डिफरन्स बिटवीन स्ट्रक्चर अँड युनियन? स्ट्रक्चर मध्ये जे काय तुम्ही व्हेरिएबल्स डिफाईन करतात त्या प्रत्येक व्हेरिएबलसाठी काय केले जाते, मेमरी स्पेस रिझर्व केली जाते. But what is happening in the union? Yes, can anybody tell me what is happening in the union?
Highest data type साठी
Correct. Now highest data type, that means again we should know, for character it require 1 byte, for integer 2 or 4 byte, it depend on compiler. For float it require 4 bytes, and for double it require 8 bytes. If I mention double data type in my union syntax, so it will be reserved 8 bytes irrespective of the remaining one. But if I take all those 4 for structure, then my total memory will be 1. Let's say 2 for integer, 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 4, that is for float, 7, and 7 plus 8, 15. So total 15 bytes are reserved in structure. But if you take union, it will reserve only 8 bytes. Similarly, here is happening in the enumerator. The highest data type storage is going to be considered the storage space allocated for the enumerators. Okay, the concept is same, but here only the values are listed. That is the difference. That's it. There is nothing to do in the enumerators. Okay, I will read the remaining. It is another user defined type which provides a way for attaching names, these names, like for example we have taken, to the numbers. The enum keyword automatically enumerates, म्हणजेच एक लिस्ट तयार करतो, a list of words by assigning them values like this way. As the number, as the names you increased, like after this if you add like January, February, March, April, May, June up to December, so it will be like go on continue till you will have the last word in your this set. Okay, so now we will go with the example. See the syntax for writing enumerators. Here you need to mention enum as like structure, struct struct. For union, you need to mention the keyword union. And here for enumerators, you need to mention the enum. And the name of variable, again, if you wish to give a name for the variable, you need to remember the rules of identifiers. And then list of constants stays separated by comma. Constant in the sense like this string constant or character constant or any other words. Okay. The description I have given here, enum is nothing but a keyword, variable name, user defined variable name, and here it gives me the list of fixed constant values. Okay, now we will move to one example. Is screen visible to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now what is our regular practice now? Here we need to write my roll number. Let's say my roll number is 100 and name, let's say this way, and program. Demonstration of enum type. Okay, or instead of giving this 3 different part, you can give multi-line comment. Okay, this way you can give either multi-line comment or comment for each line, and then start to write a code. Okay, for enumerators, what was our syntax? Enum, and then the name of variable. Let's say I'm using other example, color. And what is there? The list of
Color.
constants or the colors. Okay, you can give any. Okay, I will give red, comma, black, comma, pink, gray, Okay, we'll check first. Then okay, I forget to tell you, you can declare it here as like in main method, we are going to call this, but we can declare this enumerator at a global level after using namespace. Okay. Now here, what I wish to display the enumerators, right? So cout colors. Let's say I have given red. Okay. Now check, as I have not given any of the like number. So if I run this, just a minute. Oh, am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, am I audible now?
Yes, sir.
Yes. See here. Okay, we discussed this thing. Now, इथे जे काय आहे, this is what one user defined type. We called it as enumerator, and the name of this enumerator is color. And this open and close curly bracket, it holds the number of values for this color enumerator. Now, what is the use of this enumerator? What are the different values I am containing here? It need to be listed like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the sequence. But if by default it will be listed like it starts with its count with 0, then 1, then 2, then 3, and remaining part. Now, if I click here for red, it will give me 0. Okay, I will write it here 0. Sorry, red. Now, okay, for separation, I will write it here, or will use /n. Now I will not print the message. I will just add next color. Pink. Okay, now check. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is what? List. Like the red is stored at 0, black is at index 1, pink is at index 2, and gray is at index 3. But if I wish to change this sequence, I don't want to start with 0. I would like to start it with 1. Now check, this red will be, it will be starting listed at 1, then black will be 2, pink 3, and gray 4. If I run it again, only this way. The difference between structure, union, and enumerator is structure will hold the actual values. Then your union, again, it will hold one value at a time, which you wish to represent, which you wish to display. And here, enumerator is used to list out the numbers for the stored values. Okay. So this is part of enumerator. Now, if I wish to check the size, of this color, so can anybody tell me how to check how much size is required to store?
Size of function.
Yes, size of operator, size of okay. So that it will be like differentiate 4 bytes. Okay, because here 1 is nothing but an integer value, and for integer it takes 4. Okay, if I write it here, let's say for integer, you can get the same thing. Okay, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so can you implement it now?
Of course.
Okay, implement